Man, what were you doing before meeting Screw and all that? You know what I'm saying? What was Lil Flip doing before that?
Man, I was I used to be like high headed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, because like all the older people I hung with, was just getting money, and so I was influenced by the people that I was around. Seeing people like C Note and them with diamonds in their teeth and pulling up in Lexuses and Bourbons on blades, and
Yeah.
you know what I mean. So elementary, middle school, that's who I was hanging with. You know what I mean? So I figured out some ways to get some money out the streets, and was hustling and realized the people that was closer to me didn't think like I thought. You know what I mean? So I had to start getting more bread out of town. You know what I'm saying? And it kept me, abreast to what's going on. Because sometimes if you just stay in Houston, you only hustle or rap or work, whatever your job is. If you just stay in one spot, all you go really know is where you at.
Right.
You can hear about France and these places in class, but until you actually get out of your town and your comfort zone, you get to see like, okay, they talk like this over here. Maybe I want to infuse a little of that in my music. Maybe I should work with somebody in Mississippi. See, I know David Banner from like when I was in the streets.
No shit.
Yeah, and
tell me about this. Like around what year is this?
This is
because like a Pimp ain't come out to like 2003.
Yeah, we've been knowing David Banner, bro, since like 1996.
That's no tough. Shit.
Yeah, that's wild.
Right.
Man.
So we used to be out in Jackson, Mississippi all the time, man, and just doing what we do, man, and that bridged the gap. See, if I would have never met David Banner, I wouldn't have looked at performing from a different angle, right? Like, because like if you have to say like the greatest hype man ever, like I say the greatest hype man ever is Flavor Flav, right?
Yeah.
To me.
Yeah.
And then you got Spliff Star with Busta Rhymes. Right. They be doing some crazy shit on stage.
Right.
Diddy.
And then Diddy be doing some shit as well. He be dancing and doing his moves and shit.
Right.
And then you got David Banner.
Yeah.
Like he'll go jump on the basketball goal, hang on the rim, like. I ain't gonna go hang on the rim, but it just basically gave me that balance. Like, okay, damn, I can start making some music with a little bit more up tempo, and then we started going to Atlanta, the Freakniks and all that shit. And
tell me about Freaknik, cause you know what I'm saying. I was too young for that shit, dog. So tell me about Freaknik, man.
That's what I want.
Man, hey man,
cause you was young too.
Did you take the Burberry Jag out there?
This is Freaknik was way before that. We was in the Bourbons on blades and stuff like that in the Benzes. It just was like a big event. Everybody out there jamming, you had all the rappers and singers that made that bounce music and that, all that kind of shit, man. It was dope though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah.
Similar to the Kappa, but more freaky.
Yeah. And you young, you like high, like 14, 15, I'm sure, doing this.
Yeah, it was epic, man.
Oh shit. Okay, so all right, boom. Okay, I know you talk about like battle rapping and all that. Was that going on before you met Screw, or that was like after that? Okay, so tell me about how you get into that. You know what I'm saying? How you go from the streets to the rap?
Like school, it started off at school, battling cats. Well, in elementary.
Okay.
So the reason I'm able to be around 3 different types of people is because of the schools I went to, right?
Okay.
So elementary, I went like 1 year to a school in my neighborhood. I went to J.J. Rhodes. It's in South Acres, Cloverland area. So they told them I was too smart, so I only did like half a year there, right? And then they put me in River Oaks, right? Yeah. So I'm in River Oaks with all the white people, learning how to play instruments, learning how to work computers, learning how to do art. Like all this other stuff that they wasn't teaching us, because River Oaks was a Vanguard program, right? Boom, elementary there, right? So I go from the best, then I go to the worst, right? I go to Fundra, right? Right, like compared to River Oaks, right? So I come from Cloverland, so I'm already seeing the type of shit going in the streets and being in it. So now I'm at Fundra, right? So it's like I'm seeing a whole different, you know what I mean? 360, 180 of what I was in. So, but it was still cool. I never had no problems. I was always, connected with the right people, and so we stayed out of shit. But then I left there and I went to Worthing, which is like right in the middle. Yeah. So doing that, you know, we battled, you know, went to Club Uniques and Stadium Bowls and Drumsticks and Just Joking comedy clubs, and you know, it was certain labels that had rappers they were signed, and they would be like, yeah, my artist harder than you, and we'd be at Cornbreads. You know, I ain't gonna say the one rapper name, you know what I'm saying, rest in peace to him, though, he not allowed no more. But yeah, his CEO or his partner was in Cornbread's parking lot. It's like, man, we got 5,000. You know, he'll do you, and we was go do it though. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't really want to.
Well, you say the artist passed away and the CEO.
Well, he passed away now. He's not alive now.
Yeah, I know. I mean? So, no, I'm just trying to put it together. I'm trying to figure out who it is. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
But his CEO was just trying to get us to battle in Cornbread's parking lot. You
and
know
this is what year?
This is like 99.
Okay. So this was peak. This was when you was around in that that the HSC era?
Hustle Stacking in. Yeah.
Okay, so they really wanted some smoke at that time.
Yeah, and it was easy to me. Like so I elected not to you know what I mean? Like we could have did it, but I'm like it's like an NBA person playing a game against an elementary person. Like a kid. It's not, you know what I mean? It's like, come on, like, so I was like, bro, but I still was letting them know, like, bro, you can't fuck with me, bro. Like, I don't even want to take your $5K and your chain. We was gonna put our chains up and some money. I was like, bro, you can't fuck with me, bro. You know what I'm saying? And that artist that smoked Sherm as well, like, you know what I mean? So he was already not even.
I already. Yeah,
it was crazy.
Okay.
So, you know, we did battles at clubs. DJ Big Red used to let me rap at Chocolate Town, Oasis, Stadium Bowl. Rest in peace to Wicked Cricket. He used to let me freestyle battle. Like, they would set up these little battles. I got this little young nigga from my hood. I go smoke him. You know what I'm saying? 500 here, 1,000 here, 1,500 here. Yeah. Boom, 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 boom. I'm like, shit, this cool. But it still wasn't more
so y'all battling. Because how explain, you know what I'm saying, to people the difference between, because I'm sure it's not the battling like the East Coast style. You know what I'm saying? Explain the southern battle scene.
We freestyle.
Yeah, of course.
You know, we freestyle. What you got on, what you wearing. You know what I mean? On the East Coast, they remember their rhymes and they come up with these bars. But out here, we freestyle. They give us like, you got a minute and 30, you know what I'm saying? And we just go out, boom, boom, boom. And then they rebuttal. We do 3 rounds of a minute and 30. You know, unless we agree to 2 minutes.
Yeah. Okay. Already, that's what's up. All right, so boom. You doing the battle scene, and then how does that lead to like, do you meet like C-Note and all them first, and the Body Boys and all them first?
Correct.
Okay, so tell me about that.
They from my neighborhood.
Right.
So I mean, I grew up looking up to them, you know what I mean?
Right.
I learned a lot from them. They took me under their wing. And, you know, I learned a lot about the streets, a lot about the hustle, a lot about the laws, a lot about just everything in general, you know, how you need to carry yourself, how you need to, you know, look like. It was motivation to me, you know what I'm saying? So, you know, they took me under their wing, man, and we did the Diamonds in Your Face record, and it blew up. You know, started doing them shows, and you know, I started doing more records and appearing on the Body Boys albums, and we did the H-Town Mob movie and soundtrack with Lil Troy, South Park Mexican in it, Free South Park Mexican too. Yeah. So you know that's what was going on at that moment.
Yeah. Okay. So then you meet Screw.
Correct.
Tell me about that.
Meeting Screw, I met Screw multiple times, right? So sometimes when you meet people, you know, it's fast. Sometimes it's, you know, you get a chance to have a convo.
In passing and shit.
Yeah. So,
I ain't gonna lie, like we done met in passing before.
Yep,
you know what I'm saying?
When I see your face,
like
I was like, man, I remember your face. Yeah, so, you know, but I can't like remember the very first time I met him because I was around him so much, you know what I mean? Car shows, clubs, you know what I mean? But I remember like the most important time I met him when he was like, man, I know we've been around each other, man. So, you know, been telling me about you, and I heard you on this, and blah, blah, blah. And you know, E.S.G was telling him about me. Yeah. And he was like, what you rap right now? You know, so we was at a...
So was this before Diamonds in Your Face and Buy the House and all that?
This was around the time, had I did Diamonds already? I think I had already did Diamonds in Your Face. We had been did that record, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think I had already did it. I don't know if it was out. I don't know if it was out yet, but he had heard it.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like anybody in the Screwed Up Clique, when they record their records, they would, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Let Screw hear it or whatever before everybody else. Yeah, I don't know if it was out yet, but I know we had did it because I kind of remember him telling me something to the point like, man, yeah, I remember I heard you on that, blah, blah, blah. They say you can freestyle too, though, you know. And so I just rap for him, rap what he was wearing and whatever, you know, just whatever the fuck came to my mind.
Yeah. All right, so then boom. After that, he would invite you to the crib?
I had already been to his crib.
Yeah.
Prior to that, but like, see, I played sports, right? So I was a team captain on every basketball, football, baseball, right? So being a leader at the same time, a great leader also has to be a great follower, right? So it's a time for you to be in the front, and it's a time for you to be in the middle, and it's a time for you to be in the back.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to be in all three.
Yeah.
All in one moment. So I was at his house probably two to three times prior to actually, you know, doing my tape.
Yeah. Tell me how is it like just going over there before you even doing the tape? Like how's it going to Screw crib and like just seeing that shit? You know what I'm saying? Was he doing tapes or it was just on like an off day type shit?
It was, man, we make music on impulse, right? So it's like when Screw tell you, hey man, you doing your tape on Friday, you might not do your tape till 3 months later, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, you know, or you might end up doing it, you know, that night.
Yeah.
Like, hey, we Friday, and then we might go to the club and we go to Cornbread's, and you know what I'm saying? And then after Cornbread's, 3, 4 in the morning, get to the house, shooting pool, whatever the case may be. The I don't know what game system was out then, probably the PlayStation or the fucking Nintendo, the Xbox, or I mean, what was the Cube, Nintendo 60, Dreamcast? Yeah, who knows what game was out? But he always kept whatever the current game, you know, gaming system in the front.
Yeah.
So it was just like then the records was in the room, DJ equipment, the mic, you know what I mean. So you got people congregating in the kitchen, people in the pool table, and you know what I mean. It was just a mixture,
but fellowship going
on. It wasn't playing. It was just like, man, I'm gonna throw some beats on. He'll probably just go to the back, and sometimes he wouldn't even tell us. He'd just go back there fucking with shit, and we come back there. But yeah, I just kind of like waited my time, man, and I just was a sponge, and I was, you know, just kind of enjoying the moment and paying attention to what's going on, learning what to do and what not to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what were some of the things you was like picking up around that time and shit?
That everything you do don't have to be planned. Like sometimes great shit can happen that ain't planned. You know what I mean? Like you could say, hey, I'm going to the studio tomorrow at 8 p.m. and you can go and you can make a cool record. Or you could just be going by the studio to pick up some beats and hear a beat and be like, man, I'm finna rap to that shit right now. And then kill that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
It'd be like sometimes the shit you put all your effort into, that don't be the shit that everybody like.
Yeah.
You know?
That's a fact.
Yeah.
That's a fact.
Yeah.
All right.
King Shermo, he out of here. Him and Trap Frost.
Yeah,
They got the Cold Hearted Kings project. Y'all make sure y'all get that shit. They got the single Ice on Swim. That's my favorite. All right, Deli there. Be safe.
Already.
But yeah. So yeah, being around them, man, that shit was like, I'm like, damn, I'm in here with Hawk. I'm in here with, you know, and I've already been around all of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it was just like,
to be in that atmosphere.
Right. Yeah, it was like, okay. So I just was like,
cause you young compared to
I'm the youngest.
Yeah,
I'm the youngest person in the Screwed Up Clique.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm younger than everybody.
So you walking in that bitch, you young, and they thinking that you intimidated, but shit, you coming in there swinging.
Yeah, because see, I was always around older people my whole life. So my whole family do music. I play piano, drums. I'm learning the guitar, sing, rap, engineer, make my own shit. Like, so I'm just in there like, you know, yeah, I might be in this motherfucker 15, 16, you know, 17, but mentally, I'm 40.
Yeah.
You know, at that age.
Yeah.
Right? Now I'm like mentally like 70.
Yeah.
You know.
Old nigga.
Yeah, mentally.
Yeah.
Old soul.
Man, I always wondered when you used to throw that, like, say you was a janitor.
Yeah.
Was you really a janitor?
Yeah. So this what happened. They had co-op right at school. You can go half a day.
Okay.
You get out at noon
This
and
at
go to work.
Worthing, right?
Yeah, this at Worthing.
Okay.
So one of my partners, I'm trying to think what his name. I think what's his name? Damn, Jason. I think his name was Jason. He played football. I can't remember his name right now. But he was pretty much doing the job, and he was getting ready to graduate. Like, he 2 years older than me. So he like, man, I'm graduating or whatever the case may be. You want this, you know what I mean? So he told me what he do. And I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah, I'll take the job. You know what I'm saying? You get $20 an hour, like 3 hours. Jeez, get to take out 3 lunches. So I only had 1 table to clean up, right? And so basically I got paid like $20 an hour to take all 3 lunches with my partners and my chicks as well. and so I got the lead, go get Timmy Chans, go come back, go to active. You know what I mean? I'm coming back. I mean, Timmy Chans at lunch in their face.
That brown bag meant something back then.
Pulling up, you know, hey, I'm everything. So, we canned soda, man. I was in there with the canned soda. Pour
in the canned soda.
In real life. Yeah. So, I did that. And then right after that, then had basketball practice or whatever the case may be. And then, but yeah, it was cool, man. Just being able to go to school and get paid for it.
Yeah,
that was my co-op, man. So,
man.
Yeah, that's what's up. All right, so boom, you do the tape. Southside still holding the freestyle now. That you know what I'm saying. And that's your first screw tape.
That's my first screw tape.
So you do that, you go in there, and man, I'm talking about that right there, man. People still talk about this shit. That shit was just some of the shit. It was something we had never heard at the time, you know what I'm saying? And screw tapes had been out, amazing freestyles had been out, you know what I'm saying? Dope artists, you know what I'm saying? Dope S.U.C members, but it was like, dog, like when you came out, that shit was. It was
one thing for niggas to freestyle long,
right?
You know what I'm saying? Cause niggas can freestyle and just say some bullshit.
Correct,
you know, but to be going like that,
making sense.
What that nigga was going for a long ass time and making sense on every single punch.
And I wasn't even ready. Like that's the crazy part. Motherfuckers just like I remember I had school too. You know what I'm saying? And when I say I wasn't ready, I mean it like. Cause we had different people rapping on it. Then Lil had to go, so he did his verse. Then I came in, and I was in the other room. Like I came in and I came out. And it's like, come on. And then I wouldn't even rap that fast. I would have slowed it down a little bit. I was like, they had kind of come. You know what I'm saying?
So that's how you did the shit that fast, just going, just not being prepared.
It was like, but I would have rapped a little slow on some of it. I wish I would have slowed down a little bit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To really, But after that, I did another screw tape, and one of my partners who was on it, he didn't like his part, so we did a new one, and then that's how we came up with the Freestyle Kings one.
Yeah.
Which, if if the other one would have came out, bro, that shit was like.
It kind of go back to what you were saying though about like planning shit. You know what I'm saying? Just doing shit of the moment.
Yep.
That shit that you did, that was like that's a staple, nigga, in the city. Period.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? Like that's one of the ones that you put up there. You know what I'm saying?
It's a Sunday when I pull up to the school.
It's
a Sunday in your face. Hey, that shit.
And I say that it's something like when we talking about a brunch or Sunday, but like, hey. It's a Sunday when I pull up to the school. We say that, you know what I'm saying?
Man.
So it's like, man,
But that's what I'm saying. Iconic shit though. That shit was like around our age, because around that time, I'm like, probably like, I don't know, 8th, 9th grade. You know what I'm saying?
What
was
like 99, 2000, somewhere in there.
I'm like in 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? 19th grade.
I'm gonna tell a story about, man, and this where your influence went when we was talking about just the city, man. I went away to Morehouse. You know what I'm saying? So I'm in Atlanta, and there was people from everywhere. We got niggas from Jersey, Baltimore, you name it. At that time, that was a lot of their first time hearing screw, because shit, when you in the dorm, everybody blasting what they coming from. My first time really hearing Project Pat on some real shit was when I got to college. I'm like, damn, I started liking them. So I'm playing you, Kiki, all the screw. That's what's coming out of my room. Well, it was this cat from the East Coast, nigga from Jersey, nigga named Billy. He ran his mouth, was like, man, fuck all of those shit, all of those slow shit, blah, blah, blah. Lil Flip ain't this, Lil Flip like that. Well, my nigga went to word the name Chris. The nigga, he ended up being an MMA nigga. Well, Billy found out the wrong way. Chris told him, say, man, you say one more thing about screwing Lil Flip, I'm gonna beat your ass. And before Billy got the chance to say fuck, Chris was on his ass.
Yeah.
And Lil Flip earned that man an ass whooping, man. So it just felt good to be able to finally see you and tell you that story, man. Because the nigga was really disrespecting. And my nigga 4,000 cleaned him up, you know what I'm saying?
4,000 Barberry, man.
Yeah.
That's what the culture do for people, man. We stand up for it, no matter what we
in
is.
real life.